It's a narrative that Republican lawmakers have not been shy about sharing when it comes to Vice President Kamala Harris.
100%. She was a DEI hire.
I think she was a DEI hire.
Washington State's GOP jumped on that claim July 22nd, saying, quote, anti-meritocratic DEI is not building back better, it's setting us further back. We asked Washington GOP Chairman Jim Walsh to explain the message. Walsh said in a statement, quote, the main proponents of DEI stated that they consider meritocracy to be a racist concept and antithetical to the doctrines of DEI ideology. 2 days after that post on X, the state's GOP account posted again. Harris, a, quote, DEI hire, will say and do anything for power.
Well, I'm glad that they believe that she's going to be hired.
Democratic State Representative Jamila Taylor of South King County says it's ironic to hear about DEI hires in this context from the Washington State Republican Party.
Their main candidate is Semi Bird, who's a black gentleman who's got a checkered past in terms of his leadership and is limited in his leadership. So what is it that they support? DEI in terms of unqualified people?
Some national Republicans have called for opponents of Harris to step away from mentioning race for negative messaging.
This election is going to be about policies, not personalities. This is not personal with regard to Kamala Harris. And her ethnicity or her gender have nothing to do with this whatsoever.
So how can calling someone a DEI hire, a diversity hire, or a quota hire be harmful? We asked a DEI expert, Simone McNish.
Calling someone a DEI hire is really harmful because it strips away all of that. It strips away all of the hard work, all of the merit. You have to have some skill to do so. You're not going to be able to just get by on your skin color alone.
McNish says Vice President Harris's race and gender coming into question is only something a woman of color would hear.
You have to work twice as hard to get half as far. So automatically, if you're in a position of power and you are a woman of color, there are hurdles and leaps and things that you've had to jump through that it's very more than likely that your white counterparts, your white men counterparts have not had to do.
Is calling somebody a DEI hire racist?
Absolutely, yes. When you say that someone's only here because of their skin color when they're a black or brown person, it's automatically racist.
We have reached back out to the state's GOP chairman about Vice President Harris and the merit she brings to that position, but we did not hear back.